but carbohydrate metabolism, if it is done, agar ho gaya hai, then it is good. Why do I say that? Because in our competencies, the first 6 or the first 7 deals with the chapters of carbohydrate metabolism. Okay, for glycolysis, gluconeogenesis, everything is in from 3.1, I think 3.1 deals with digestion, absorption, everything, and these 3-4 deals with all the pathways of carbohydrate metabolism, right? Mind it, why do I show this thing over and over again? Because this is actually your syllabus. Okay, this is the guideline beyond which you do not need to study anything. Okay, we discussed in brief competency number 3.7, right? Why sodium fluoride is used in estimation of blood glucose, and we also discussed inhibitors of TCA cycle. So 3.7 is done. So the remaining ones, 3.8 to 3.10, deals with the clinical aspect. How you understand diabetes, then finally you should be able to interpret the reports. Okay, once you know diabetes, you should be able to analyze the patient's reports, and then you need to look at the report and then comment whether the patient is non-diabetic, whether the patient is diabetic, type 1 diabetic, type 2 diabetic, etc., etc. Okay, so this is the pre-class reading material. Okay, I gave you a link in the WhatsApp group, and I'm sure if you had any curiosity in attending this class, you must have at least once gone through that page. Okay, I'm not going to go through that page, right? So basically this is the figure that you will find in that page, and along with them there are multiple other information. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, I want you to take a blank piece of paper, एक sheet of paper लो and start writing what I say. Okay, okay, so this ADA, I told you this website will redirect you to the American Diabetic Association website, or ADA. Okay, mind it, when it comes to various organs of our body, right? For example, heart, we consider NYH, that is New York Heart Association, right? There are multiple other such organization, regulatory body, mainly they are westernized, America based. So likewise for diabetes, the final ruling authority which guides all the treatment and diagnosis is American Diabetic Association, right? There are few diseases for which we consult WHO, World Health Organization guideline, but for diabetes it's always ADA. Okay, so if I told you, if your textbook has got any other value that does not corroborate with the ADA, latest ADA guideline, that is 2019, it has been revised, okay, then it is wrong. Okay, we need to know the latest one. When I was a student, when I was a PG, actually before our PG, ADA was 2011 criteria, right? When we were student, I was a first year MBBS student in 2003, long back, ADA was 99. Okay, then it became revised on 2014, now it is 2019, right? So the values keep on changing, more or less. So what we need to know, even if you have not gone into that page, now it is the best time to take out a piece of paper and start writing along with me. Okay, so we need to diagnose diabetes, right? So I think any one of you might have heard, ठीक है, आप लोग सुने होंगे कि कोई भी patient, any friend, relative or any known or unknown individual who is going for test of diabetes or blood glucose. Okay, mind it, from today don't say sugar, because you already know sugar means everything. Okay, all the hexoses in our body consist of sugar, and not only hexoses, all the carbohydrate, right? But diabetes deals with glucose. So from now, even if any teacher, or even if I wrongly say blood sugar, you need to correct me, sir, it is blood glucose. Okay, I will not get angry. Okay, I will remember that you have remembered this thing. Okay, so always say fasting plasma glucose. Okay, blood glucose, not blood sugar. Okay, so the diagnostic cutoff points for diabetes always deals with glucose. Now you have, what I was telling you, you must have known glucose sample needs to be given twice. One in fasting condition, ठीक है, खाली पेट overnight, 12 hours overnight fasting, that is called fasting glucose, and one is after 2 hours of meal, normal diet, that is known as PPBG. Okay, postprandial, it is in Latin. Postprandial means after meal. Okay, so the two criteria are fasting blood glucose, okay, postprandial blood glucose. Okay, so this is during meal. Okay, this is after 2 hours after meal, and this is fasting. Okay, so fasting blood glucose means the glucose that is analyzed from blood sample after 12 hours of overnight fasting, right? And PPBG means the blood glucose that is tested 2 hours after normal meal, right? So we need to know the cutoff values of these. Okay, so the cutoff value, okay, is different for different class of individual. What do I mean? First, you need to know the value of a normal individual. Normal means non-diabetic. Okay, so normal. So you just write like this. Okay, you write on a piece of paper, you start writing. So in case of normal individual, okay, mind it, I will not write the unit. Okay, milligram per deciliter. Okay, so for fasting blood glucose, the normal value is 70 to 99 milligram per deciliter. Okay, please remember this. Anything other than that, whatever textbook it is simply wrong. Okay, you won't see anything other than this in exam. Examiner might question you, what do you get? You will say as per the latest ADA 2019 criteria. Okay, ADA stands for American Diabetic Association, right? So 70 to 99, this is fasting. And what is the postprandial value? It is 70 to 139. Okay, this should be remembered. Okay, there is no way out. You cannot guess. Remember the the lower range of both is 70. Okay, so ये है 70 to 99 और ये है 70 to 139. This you must remember. You cannot forget this. ठीक है? So 70 to 99. I have heard many students say ये है क्या 80 to 110. I don't know whoever taught you. Please take my word. Even if any senior teacher or any respect, even Narendra Modi might tell you it is 80 to 110. He or she is wrong. Fine. और ये क्या बोल देता है यहाँ से 100 तक हुआ and students say this is 100 to something. That is again wrong. Okay, so please, I am stressing it. This is extremely important. Okay, please know this 70 to 99 and this is 70 to 139, right? So ये तो हुआ normal. This is normal individual. How can we diagnose diabetes? Mind it, diabetes means we have stamped a disease on him, right? If he is diagnosed with that disease, he needs to have medication. उसको दवाई देना होगा, right? So in order to diagnose diabetes mellitus, okay, DM. What is the cutoff value? Mind it, the cutoff value is more than 126. I think I just made the wrong sign. It will be more than equal to 126. Okay, so if the fasting blood glucose, I am talking about fasting here, okay, if the fasting blood glucose value is either 126 or more than 126, that is considered diabetic value. Okay, what is the value for postprandial blood glucose? Okay, for postprandial blood glucose, this value is more than equal to 200. Okay, so 126 for diabetic fasting and 200 for postprandial. Okay, so you can see that there is a range in between, beej wala hai na. So what is the middle range? See, you need to remember this normal range for normal and you need to remember the diabetic value. Bas, you don't need to remember anything else, because if you remember these two, automatically the middle one you will be able to derive. Okay, so what is the middle one? Here 100 to 125, right? And from here 140 to 199. Okay, this is pre-diabetic. Okay, what is pre-diabetic? Means the person, the blood glucose is definitely beyond normal range, okay, but it is still below the cutoff value of diabetic. Who has decided the cutoff value? American Diabetic Association. Okay, so what is the difference between pre-diabetic and diabetic? The main difference is with change in diet, with lifestyle modification, with exercise, and without medicine. Mind it, dawai ke bina, without medicine, the pre-diabetics can be reverted back to normal. Okay, you can let the patient go without prescribing any diabetic medication. This is extremely important. But if the patient is diagnosed to have values more than equal to 126 or 200, you need to give any diabetic medication. It is a must. ठीक है? Why do I say this? देखो, there are two ways of diagnosing it. Generally, if thinking from the patient's perspective, right? A diabetic medicine generally once prescribed, okay, tends to go lifelong. Unless he or she is very much motivated, like Milind Somal or Malaika Arora, okay, I am just taking random names of fit and fine person. Unless they are very motivated, okay, unless they are very motivated with diet, they are regularly maintaining exercise, तब तो होता ही नहीं, okay, because Indian patients especially, they are not motivated. No matter what you tell them, no matter how much you tell them to modify diet, no much how much you tell them to do regular exercise, वो नहीं करेंगे, बस बैठे रहेंगे, मिठाई ठूसते रहेंगे, ठीक है? So, a diabetic medicine once prescribed will go lifelong. It may be some tablet, that is oral hypoglycemic agent, ठीक है, खाने वाला दवाई, or it may be injectable or insulin. So, these medicines, since they go lifelong, okay, you need to be absolutely sure that the patient is diabetic, ठीक है? So, अगर बिना diabetic का दवाई दे दिए, patient बिना मतलब का लेता रहेगा whole life, it's a pain for him, ठीक है? On the contrary, if you do not prescribe a medicine, आगे जाके patient will have a lot of complication, right? And the complications are such that the patient might lose their body parts. I already told you to Google diabetic gangrene at some point of time during my last few classes, ठीक है? So diabetic gangrene means the whole body part सड़ जाता है, ठीक है? And it needs to be amputated, okay? And it is not uncommon, it is quite common complication, because often the persons who do not follow medication land up in severe diabetes. Patient will end up in diabetic ketoacidosis, coma, death, everything. So अगर वो patient के ऊपर कुछ medical legal case हुआ, right? Then the first point where he was diagnosed, that prescription will be pulled out and it will have your registration number. If you had made a wrong decision then court में घसीटे जाओगे. Okay, I don't need to scare you all, but please mind it for your own sake, okay, not for exam, not for anything, कुछ भी नहीं, but to save your own license, okay, I won't say anything else. Please remember these values, okay, it is extremely important. Now, there is an additional criteria, okay, that is HbA1c. I have already discussed HbA1c in detail, how HbA1c happens, what is HbA1c. So, over here I will just tell you the cutoff value, okay. The cutoff value for normal individual is 5.7, okay, and for diagnosing diabetic is 6.5. So, in between 5.8 to 6.4, they are pre-diabetic range, okay. This is what ADA criteria is telling you. Mind it, यहाँ पे instead of PPBG or postprandial blood glucose, they have used the term OGTT. Okay, I will take a dedicated class on OGTT. OGTT stands for oral glucose tolerance test, right? Funda is simple, same almost. In PPBG, postprandial blood glucose, what we measure? We measure the blood glucose 2 hours after normal diet. Okay, that diet may be anything. However, since American Diabetic Association is a standardized organization, okay, they don't believe in your and my normal diet. Okay, my normal diet may be khichdi, your normal diet may be idli. I'm just giving one example. Your normal diet may be paratha. Whoever you are, whatever ethnicity you belong to, normal diet varies. Okay, so the carbohydrate content in normal diet also varies. So to maintain a standardized level of glucose. See, fasting is common. Irrespective of what you eat, if you go 12 hours fasting, sab dhul jayenge, right? And fasting blood glucose is same irrespective of any food habit. but in case of postprandial blood glucose level, it is important that you take a standardized level of blood glucose. Okay, so how much amount of blood glucose, a fixed amount of blood glucose is taken, and 2 hours after that blood glucose is determined. Okay, so that is OGTT. We will be discussing OGTT in detail. Okay, so just remember the cutoff values remain the same. You see, less than 100, that is 70 to 99. Okay, less than 126, more than 126. In case of postprandial or OGTT, it is less than 140, that is 139, and more than 200 and 5.7, 6.5. So basically you need to remember these values in any way that you want. Fine. Okay, now that these values are done, I am sure not done, I have just told you once, but please make sure that you revise it on your own. Had it been a normal class, I would have made you memorize. Okay, yaad dila deta. I have techniques to make you remember. Anyway, chodo, you need to remember it on your own. Okay, so now, okay, we look into the regulation of blood glucose, how it happens. Now देखो, I have deliberately taken this figure from a standard textbook that you read. Okay, and I can see here that something is wrong. I hope you are also able to see. Okay, that thing is the normal value of blood glucose in fasting. Okay, mind it, your textbook has this, which is wrong. Okay, it is 72, 99. Beyond 100 we do not consider it normal, we consider it pre-diabetic. Okay, this is an old value. That is what I said yesterday. The Indian authors, some other authors also, they do not update the textbooks often. Anyway, chodo. So now we consider the hyperglycemic and hypoglycemic factors. Hyperglycemic factors means when blood glucose level is low, those factors will increase blood glucose in blood. Okay, and hypoglycemic factors means when blood glucose is in excess after meal, those hypoglycemic factors will act and they will reduce blood glucose and they will help in storage of blood glucose or help in other usage of blood glucose, right? So let us look. The hyperglycemic factors, that is the sources of blood glucose, what they do. First of all, who are they? They are hyperglycemic hormones, mainly glucagon and epinephrine or adrenaline, corticosteroid, growth hormone, ACTH, thyroxine. So these are all catabolic hormones. Okay, they are hyperglycemic factors. So what they do, they help in absorption of glucose from GIT. They convert starch to glucose. Okay, they help in gluconeogenesis. Okay, and glycogenolysis. Okay, so glycogenolysis and neoglucogenesis, these two processes are stimulated by these hormones. Okay, so they will increase blood glucose. Okay, what do and what is the only sole player, एक ही बंदा है in hypoglycemic factor, that is insulin. Okay, so any problem in insulin will lead to hyperglycemia because these will take over. However, in order to be hypoglycemic, okay, due to hormonal reason only, it is very rare. Why? Because there are multiple players, बहुत सारे बंदे हैं who can do the same thing. They can contribute to increase blood glucose in their own way. So the only way when a patient will become hypoglycemic, mind it, is when this is not there, matlab all the glycogen has ended. Okay, when this is also not there, when neogluconeogenesis is over, means after long fasting all glycogen is deprived and even the fats, amino acid, I mean all the sources or all the substrates of gluconeogenesis are also depleted and there is no food. That should be the first one. ठीक है, so ये तीनों, these three needs to be cut off in order for the individual to become hypoglycemic. Okay, there is also another way, वो है excess of insulin. रेयर है लेकिन होता है. कब होता है? नंबर वन, अ पेशेंट ऑफ डायबिटीज जिसके इंसुलिन का डोज डॉक्टर हैज टोल्ड. सपोज मी एंड यू इन फ्यूचर, you will future and me in present are telling a patient आपका ब्लड ग्लूकोज जो भी है आपको इतना 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 डोज लेना है. सपोज 10 10 8, these are the doses of insulin. You will learn how to calculate insulin doses and everything. I can also teach you anyway, but that is not the point of this class. So but what did he do? 10 के बदले में 20 लेके कोई दे दिया. It may happen because insulin syringe का reading is very tedious. एक बार मतलब you need to actually mark for layman, marker pen से mark कर देना पड़ता है, इतना तक लेके देना होता है, ठीक है. So overdose of insulin is one reason. Even if they are working together, ज़्यादा insulin dose हो गया तो hypoglycemia हो सकता है, ठीक है. That is exogenous insulin, बाहर से. And insulin can be high from inside. कहाँ पे होता है? That is known as insulinoma. Insulinoma is a tumor of beta cell of islet of Langerhans. Remember, कोई भी OMA, OMA से जो खत्म होता है ना, that generally denotes a tumor. Okay? Not cancer. कैंसर और ट्यूमर में डिफरेंस है, पैथोलॉजी में पढ़ाया जाएगा, ठीक है. ट्यूमर मीन्स abnormal proliferation of any cell, ठीक है. और कैंसर मीन्स वो भी abnormal proliferation cell. कैंसर इज अ पार्ट ऑफ ट्यूमर बट दैट इज अ बैड क्वालिटी ट्यूमर दैट विल लीड टू डेथ, ठीक है. बिनाइन होता है, मैलिग्नेंट होता है, यू विल रीड. सो ट्यूमर ऑफ बीटा सेल ऑफ आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहैंस, वहां से इंसुलिन सिक्रीट होता है. तो इफ दैट थिंग ग्रोज इन साइज it will lead to excess production of insulin. So generally pancreatic cancer में भी ये हो सकता है, okay, whatever it is. So remember, that is why the problem is insulin ज़्यादा generally नहीं होता है, कभी भी नहीं होता है बॉडी में, very rare. Generally insulin कम ही होता है. So our problem day to day life is hyperglycemia because only एक ही बनता है. इसका कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गया तो all these things will take over. But in order to be hypoglycemic, body has to meet a lot of condition. बहुत कुछ होगा तो ही hypoglycemia होगा. You know why is that? What is more dangerous, hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia? Of course, hypoglycemia is more dangerous. Why? Because brain needs glucose. Patient will faint. अगर गाड़ी चलाते चलाते hypoglycemia हो गया तो एकदम death, ठीक है. So the body, it's the nature's prevention that there are so many hyperglycemic factors, ठीक है. लेकिन the body doesn't think, or the nature, the evolution process thought that fine, bringing down blood glucose is not that much important. Therefore, there is only one factor, only one player, that is insulin. So insulin का कुछ भी problem होता है, I mean the problem in only one factor, so blood glucose level will go up. So diabetes is most common, okay, because there is only one single hormone that is involved. So what does insulin do? See, I am saying all known things, okay, but this is important. The concept is very important. Hypoglycemic factors, they help in removing blood glucose. So glycolysis and TCA cycle, glucose is converted to pyruvate, right? Glycogen synthesis, glucose is converted to glycogen, and you will also read in future lipogenesis. Mainly the pyruvate that is converted to acetyl coenzyme A, that acetyl coenzyme A forms fatty acid. So basically it is indirectly using glucose only, right? So these are the factors that help in increase of blood glucose, decrease of blood glucose. Hypoglycemic factors lowers blood glucose and hyperglycemic factors increases blood glucose, okay. Mind it, the ones in blue, that is hyperglycemic factor, is a reserve function. That means when blood glucose level is very high, it will store. But this is an emergency function. When blood glucose, the hyperglycemic ones, when the blood glucose level is low, they will increase the blood glucose, or they will bring the blood glucose to normal level, okay. So which is more important? Of course, the hyperglycemic hormones are much more important, okay. The same reason, you know, the glucagon costs too much. बहुत ज्यादा प्राइस है ग्लूकागॉन, एंड ग्लूकागॉन इज नॉट अवेलेबल एनीवेयर. इंजेक्टेबल ग्लूकागॉन अगर ढूंढना है ना तो यू नीड टू गो टू एज फार एज दिल्ली, एटलीस्ट ड्यूरिंग आवर स्टूडेंट डेज, बिकॉज आईवी ग्लूकागॉन इज अ ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ बीटा ब्लॉकर पॉइजनिंग, ओके. मुझे नहीं मालूम था. देयर इज अ बीटा ब्लॉकर्स मींस द ड्रग which are used in treatment of hypertension, ठीक है. मतलब जिन लोगों का प्रेशर ज्यादा उन लोग बीटा ब्लॉकर्स खाते हैं. You might be knowing that many of you belong to medico family, so atenolol, propranolol, ऐसे बहुत सारा drugs होता है, right? एक student, not student, one of our very brilliant postgraduate trainees, he had postgraduate trainee, भैया, okay, he had some problem maybe with his personal life and he was very well learned, right? वो क्या किया था, he took 50 tablets of propranolol, of course to take his own life. ठीक है, it was a suicide attempt. He was so clever, he knew that the treatment was not available anywhere. Okay, and he could be saved because his father happened to be the deputy director of AIIMS. ठीक है, so he, upon just hearing that, he flew with injectable glucagon into the city. कोलकाता में आके वो दिए, तब वो बचा था बंदा, right? रीता दी is calling. হ্যাঁ দিদি, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ বলুন। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কবের মধ্যে লাগবে ওটা? ঠিক আছে, বানিয়ে দেবো বানিয়ে দেবো। ঠিক আছে, আমি হচ্ছে আপনাকে ওটা বুধ বৃহস্পতিবার নাগাদ দিলে হবে? ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, তার আগে আমি পজিটিভলি দিয়ে দেবো। আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি এখন ক্লাস নিচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কি করে দেবো, পিডিএফ এ নাকি ওয়ার্ডে? সিল করে দেবো তো? ঠিক আছে, ওকে, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। Rita madam. So this slide is done. We move to the next slide. See, basically here we are just elaborating the concepts that we saw earlier. So whenever blood glucose is low, signal reaches the pancreas, alpha cells release glucagon, and there will be glycogenolysis, gluconeogenesis, and blood glucose will return to the normal level. Okay. Whenever blood glucose is high, signal will go to the pancreas, it will reach the beta cells. Okay, and then the beta cells will secrete insulin. Insulin will uptake glucose from peripheral tissue, and blood glucose will return to normal. ठीक है, nothing tough. So this is another way of looking at it. What happens when the body is in fasting state? Fasting state जब होता है, I mean there is no food from outside. So what changes happens in blood? What processes are stimulated, activated, and what processes are inactivated? So naturally, gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis will be activated. Okay, fats are broken down, lipolysis होता है, and fat synthesis is inhibited. Okay, basically now glucagon, all the hyperglycemic hormones are acting. Reverse changes occur on a state when body is in fed state or postprandial state. So क्या होता है, glycogen will be synthesized. Okay, gluconeogenesis will be stopped, lipolysis will be stopped, fatty acid will not break down, rather there will be synthesis of fats. This arrow might confuse you. Intestine absorption of glucose, this is the factor that is causing the postprandial state. Okay, this is not contributing. ठीक है, यहाँ से थोड़ा ना absorption होता है. When you take, the things are absorbed from intestine. This is causing high blood glucose, and this is leading to all these things. Okay, and in the fasting state there is no contribution from intestine. ठीक है, so it's easier to understand. So we see, we have already discussed. एक बार झट से देख लो, what is the effect of insulin or hypoglycemic hormone? They lower blood glucose. How? They favor synthesis of glycogen, they promote glycolysis, and they inhibit gluconeogenesis. These things are all known to us. ठीक है, इसको अलग से लिखना नहीं है, right? However, when you get a question, how hormones regulate blood glucose, definitely ये सभी लिखना है. Okay, so when we go to glucagon or hyperglycemic hormone, just reverse होता है, it increases blood glucose. How? It promotes glycogenolysis, it promotes gluconeogenesis, and basically inhibits others. So it depresses glycogen synthesis and inhibits glycolysis. ठीक है, apart from glucagon there are multiple other hormones. ठीक है, but for first year students you please do not need to remember, write each and everything. ये सब अलग से नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा. More or less it is same as glucagon. So for first year students you can take a screenshot, that is fine, but for first year students what you need to do, एक ही paragraph में you need to write insulin का action. ठीक है, that is this one, and in the next one you give a heading hyperglycemic hormone, and वहाँ पे you mention glucagon, ACTH, cortisol, adrenaline, everything. ठीक है, वहाँ पे you mention these factors, and you will see these are almost same. So अलग से कौन क्या नहीं करता, you don't need to know. ठीक है, so cortisol, epinephrine, growth hormone, glucagon, they do the same thing, that is increase blood glucose. That's it. So normal fasting plasma glucose is 99. Okay, it's not 100. If it is diagnosed as 100, it is pre-diabetic. Okay, and after 12 hours of overnight fasting. Okay, this is as per ADA criteria. Generally, again, this is deviated when we go for blood glucose analysis. We say अच्छा ठीक है 8 hours fasting करो तो चलेगा, 6 hours करो तो चलेगा. Actually नहीं चलता है. Ideally it should be 12 hours fasting. Okay. Generally what happens, and we told you for postprandial the value is 70 to 140. Even if you eat 10 rasgulla, okay, after 2 hours it will generally not go above 140. Why? Because it will signal insulin secretion. Insulin is secreted after 1 year. 1 hour blood glucose will be very high, but after 2 hours insulin action will set in, provided body में adequate insulin function है. अगर नहीं है तो it is diabetic situation. ठीक है. When patient is non diabetic, insulin is working fine, 2 hours में 140 के नीचे ही आ जाएगा. 140 से ज़्यादा हुआ तो प्री डायबिटिक, 200 से ज़्यादा हुआ तो 199 से ज़्यादा हुआ तो डायबिटिक. ओके, so normal, these are the terms. Normoglycemia when blood glucose is within normal limits. Hyperglycemia, I already gave you the value. Okay, in case of normal, I mean anything fasting more than 100 is hyperglycemia actually. Okay, and in postprandial anything above 140 is hyperglycemia. Okay, it is harmful. It is harmful in the long run. ठीक है, अच्छा नहीं है, खराब है. But hypoglycemia, that is blood glucose below 50, is fatal. Fatal means patient will die. Iसीलिए I told you the hormones that increase blood glucose are much more important because hypoglycemia is fatal. Okay, however hyperglycemia is also harmful, therefore we are at all concerned with the disease diabetes. ठीक है, लेकिन hypoglycemia अगर हुआ तो it is an emergency, patient मर जाएगा. डायबिटीज में मरेगा लेकिन अभी नहीं मरेगा, बहुत बाद में मरेगा जाके if it is untreated. Okay, remember hypoglycemia below 50 mg per dl we consider hypoglycemia because brain is deprived of its food. जल्दी से एक स्लाइड देख लो यहाँ पे. वी ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू व्हाई सोडियम फ्लोराइड इज यूज्ड in blood glucose estimation. It inhibits the enolase enzyme, glycolysis inhibited होता है, so the value of blood glucose will remain normal because RBC if undergoes glycolysis all the glucose will be reduced. ठीक है, so fluoride inhibits the enzyme enolase and during blood glucose collection the anticoagulant used is potassium oxalate. Okay, so these two you can remember, but एक ही चीज अगर remember you need to remember, that is ये वाला remember करना है. Sodium fluoride, it inhibits the enzyme enolase. Why? If fluoride is not added, cells will utilize glucose at the rate 10 mg per hour and false low value may be obtained. ठीक है, देखो again glucose tolerance. I told you fasting blood. देखिए एक ही चीज I will be telling over and over again because you need to remember this only. 12-hour fasting is called fasting blood glucose. Textbook language. ठीक है, why I am cutting this over here so that when you read your textbook you should remember. Okay, sugar is wrong. Always in your answer script glucose लिखना है. ठीक है, 2 hours after meal is known as postprandial. ठीक है, glucose. Okay, glucose tolerance. The ability of a person to metabolize a given load of glucose is glucose tolerance. Right? Metabolize means if you and me are given a load of glucose, our body should have enough insulin to bring down that glucose or to tackle that glucose. That is known as glucose tolerance. Okay? If that glucose tolerance is not working properly, it is impaired, it is known as impaired glucose tolerance or IGT. Impaired glucose tolerance, and that is a sign that the body is having a diabetic tendency. To remember, so remember normal glucose tolerance should be there in all individuals. If it is impaired, that is if after giving a certain amount of glucose, if the glucose level is not coming down by the action of insulin inside our body, then it is impaired glucose tolerance or IGT. We will be dealing with that in detail. Okay, so now a few words about diabetes. mind it, all the diagnosis, management, etc. of diabetes takes a long class in itself. Okay, 10% of total population it is affected. How much? 25% of the population of above 50 years. Okay, so 10% of total population, but if we consider person, I mean elderly, that is above 50 years, quarter of them are affected by diabetes. Okay, and it is increasing as we speak, so it is known as silent killer. Okay, you know the name diabetes, okay, it means, literally it means the whole mass of the body is passed through urine. Why? Because it was found that in diabetes there is excess urination, and after some time there is gross loss in body weight. No matter how much healthy a diabetic person is, he or she will ultimately land up in weight loss. This is mandatory, it has to happen. Okay, so basically all these terms basically means body mass is passed through urine. Okay, and of course it was discovered when accidentally, when somebody, a baby boy, evacuated his urine in loo. Okay, and then it was not flushed, and then ants आके पूरा घेर लिए, and then the observer thought, okay, ants are actually attracted to sweet sugar, so his urine was analyzed, and then diabetes was discovered. Okay, that is the story. We all know how diabetes was discovered. Anyway, those will not be asked in your exam. Okay, please. What will be asked is what are the types of diabetes. Generally, types of diabetes at your level for first year student are two. Type 1 diabetes is rare. Okay, rare means from all the diabetic cases, type 1 diabetes is a very common disease. Okay, but if we consider all the diabetic patient, it is minor. Okay, it is 5% of all diabetic. What happens in type 1 diabetes? Insulin is deficient. There is no secretion of insulin in the body. So we need to give insulin from outside. So if we give insulin from outside, the diabetes will be controlled. So it is also known as insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Okay, and it is a disease of young. Why the diabetes? Why there is no insulin secretion? Because of autoimmunity, there is destruction of beta cells of islet of Langerhans. ठीक है, सो माइंड इट, यहाँ पे इंसुलिन नहीं होता है बॉडी में, बाहर से इंसुलिन देंगे तो काम करेगा. सो दैट इज नोन एज इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट डायबिटीज मेलाइटिस. टाइप 2 मेजर वॉन्स 90%. वहां पे क्या होता है, बॉडी में इंसुलिन है, बहुत है, बट इंसुलिन इज नॉट वर्किंग बिकॉज देयर इज डिफेक्ट इन इंसुलिन रिसेप्टर. हार्मोन ऑलवेज एक्ट बाय हार्मोन रिसेप्टर. ठीक है, तो इंसुलिन रिसेप्टर में जब प्रॉब्लम होता है तब क्या होता है, बॉडी में ऑलरेडी इंसुलिन है, उस पेशेंट को इंसुलिन इंजेक्शन देंगे तो भी कुछ काम नहीं करेगा. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज NIDDM, नॉन इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट डायबिटीज मेलाइटस. ओके, इसका ट्रीटमेंट क्या है? यू नीड टू, सो दिस इज नोन एज इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस. सो देयर आर मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स बाय विच इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस कैन बी ब्रॉट डाउन. देयर आर मेडिसिन्स, एक्सरसाइज मेनली बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो हाउ दे आर मैनेज्ड, दिस इज अ मैटर ऑफ लर्निंग इन सीनियर प्रोफेशनल MBBS एग्जाम, एंड इवन वी कैन डिस्कस इन अ सेपरेट क्लास इन डिटेल. ठीक है, बट फॉर नाउ नो दिस, टाइप 1 IDDM, टाइप 2 नॉन इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट. ठीक है, एक बच्चे में होता है, एक एडल्ट में होता है. सो व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू इज दिस, व्हाट आर द मेटाबॉलिक डिरेंजमेंट्स. सो मेटाबॉलिज्म में क्या गड़बड़ होता है व्हेन देयर इज डायबिटीज. देखो, व्हाट हैपेंस, ब्लड ग्लूकोज इज इन एक्सेस. ठीक है, ठीक है ना, you agree with me or not that blood glucose is in excess. So why it will be in excess? Because there is no insulin. Okay, or even if insulin is there, there is no function of insulin. So all the hyperglycemic hormones will take over and they will do their thing. What is their thing? Glycolysis, I mean gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis. वो सब होके, so skeletal muscles will break down, fats will break down, everything सब कुछ होके, that will lead to increased blood glucose. ठीक है, now ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस जब ज्यादा होता है ना, तो समथिंग is used, that is oxaloacetate. We already know oxaloacetate is a very important intermediate of gluconeogenesis, the phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase enzyme over the pyruvate to oxaloacetate. So oxaloacetate is used, is a substrate of gluconeogenesis, right? So if gluconeogenesis is in excess, oxaloacetate concentration will be lowered. Mind it, very important. When gluconeogenesis is in excess, oxaloacetate concentration will be low. What will happen if oxaloacetate concentration is low? The TCA cycle will be hampered. So the excess glucose that is produced via gluconeogenesis cannot be utilized by the TCA cycle. Actually insulin is low, so TCA cycle will be hampered anyway, but this is the biochemical explanation. Oxaloacetate is low, therefore the acetyl coenzyme A that is formed from pyruvate by pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, okay, pyruvate acetyl CoA, that acetyl coenzyme A cannot go into the TCA cycle. So what will happen? It will be directed towards cholesterol synthesis, ketone body synthesis, everything. Mind it, fat is also degraded because catabolic hormones are acting. So acetyl CoA is also produced from fat. So there is excess acetyl coenzyme A in our body. You have not been taught lipid metabolism. When lipid metabolism is taught, I will show you rather that how acetyl CoA is directed towards synthesis of cholesterol and ketone body. Just for now, know this: if cholesterol synthesis is in excess, they will lead to atherosclerosis and cardiovascular disorder, stroke, heart attack, all those things, acute myocardial infarction, right? Cerebrovascular accident, and there will be ketonuria. So ketone body synthesis, diabetic ketoacidosis, right? So this is very important. The main concept is oxaloacetate is depleted. Therefore, excess acetyl coenzyme A that is formed either from fatty acid or from glucose, that will not be able to be utilized by TCA cycle. So it is directed towards cholesterol and ketone body synthesis. Fine, there is some time. You should know what are the symptoms. Cardinal symptoms means if patient is complaining of these, okay, generally you should always suspect diabetes mellitus. Very rarely, okay, patient won't complain if he or she is having frank diabetes. ये सारे symptom तो होना ही. So what are the ones? In diabetes, blood glucose is in excess, okay. So glucose actually crosses renal threshold. Renal threshold is the limit beyond which glucose will come out in urine, that is 180 mg per dl, okay. So diabetes में तो 200 होता है. So glucose will be out in the renal tubule. Osmotic effect से क्या होगा? Glucose will be, water will be indrawn the renal tubule, इसीलिए there will be profuse urination. Polyuria बोलते हैं उसको. So mainly the first symptom of diabetic patient is polyuria. बहुत ज़्यादा मूत्र विसर्जन होता है, ठीक है, very important. Diabetes patient, any diabetes patient will have polyuria. अब you might tell me, sir, एक diabetes होता है diabetes insipidus या ADH के वजह से उसमें भी polyuria होता है. That is also, but that is different. We are discussing about diabetes mellitus. However, the word diabetes में there is polyuria irrespective of mellitus or insipidus, ठीक है. अब बॉडी में से ज्यादा वाटर लॉस होता है, तो हाउ दिस इज कंपेंसेटेड? पेशेंट को बहुत ज्यादा थर्स्ट होता है, दैट इज नोन एज पॉलीडिप्सिया, ओके. सो पॉलीयूरिया, पॉलीडिप्सिया, बहुत ज्यादा वाटर लॉस, बॉडी नीड्स टू टेक इन अ लॉट ऑफ वाटर, ठीक है, एंड दैट बिकम्स अ विशियस साइकिल. बहुत ज्यादा खाते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा बाहर, ठीक है. सो इनटेक आउटपुट बोथ इंक्रीजेस. There is breakdown of all the important storage materials of the body, ठीक है ना. In spite body is having a lot of glucose, that glucose cannot be utilized. Cell को लग रहा है कि body में glucose नहीं है, so gluconeogenesis, glycogenolysis, all those things happen and body is broken down. That is why the body feels that it needs more and more glucose. Actually the body cannot sense glucose, ठीक है ना. Glucose कब sense होता है? When insulin acts, glucose becomes glucose 6 phosphate, then only body can, glucose can get inside the cell. तब a cell can sense that fine I have glucose, but the first step is itself hampered. Glucose never becomes glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose वैसे ही रह जाता है. So body thinks we need more and more glucose, and hunger center is stimulated. Whenever there is hypoglycemia, hunger center is stimulated. Over here is functional hypoglycemia, right? Hunger center में भी glucose receptor होता है, वहां पे भी इंसुलिन चाहिए होता है. When glucose goes inside the cells of hunger center in hypothalamus, तब लगता है कि हम लोगों को भूख मिट गया हम लोगों का. जब बॉडी में ग्लूकोज नहीं होता है तब हंगर सेंटर को लगता है अरे बॉडी में तो ग्लूकोज नहीं है और भी ज्यादा खाना पड़ेगा. डायबिटीज में बेसिकली द एक्सेस ग्लूकोज इज स्टिल फूलिंग द हंगर सेंटर. उल्लू बना रहा है थैलामस को. थैलामस को लग रहा है अरे यार ग्लूकोज तो नहीं है बॉडी में, लेकिन ग्लूकोज है. So in spite of having more and more glucose, patient is always constantly hungry. So that is known as polyphagia. Very important. You cannot help it. ठीक है, हम लोग बोलते हैं, डांटते हैं. Maximum लोग we hear the family members are basically abusing. इतना ब्लड ग्लूकोज है फिर भी कोई भी मतलब लालच कम नहीं हो रहा है, मिठाई खाते जा रहे हैं. Basically the craving cannot be controlled. ठीक है, वो उनका लालच नहीं है. दिस इज द वे हिज ब्रेन इज एक्टिंग. दिमाग में केमिकल लोचा हो रहा है. यू अंडरस्टैंड माय पॉइंट? सो अ डायबिटिक पेशेंट विल ऑलवेज हैव क्रेविंग फॉर फूड, स्पेशली स्वीट फूड. इट इज द नेचर. सो इट इज सो मच इंपॉर्टेंट दैट विल ओनली वर्सन द कंडीशन. ठीक है, सो देखो 3 पॉली हो गया एंड लास्ट आई विल ऐड 1 पॉली वहां पे, वो होता है पॉलीन्यूरोपैथी. ठीक है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So polyphagia, polyneuropathy means all the nerves in our body are affected. There will be neurological disorders. So polyphagia, polydipsia, polyphagia and polyneuropathy. Very, very, very important. अब देखो immediate there are few complications. ठीक है, yeah, I'll take 5 more minutes and उसके बाद खत्म हो जाएगा because I'll be again taking a detailed class when you come back. ठीक है, on diabetes and तब वहाँ पे I will be discussing the clinical features etc. अब के लिए जस्ट नोट दिस. व्हाई वी आर नोटिंग दिस डाउन? ये सब अगर हुआ, आई मीन पेशेंट को ट्रीट नहीं किया तो ये सब हो जाएगा. ओके, सो दीज आर इन्फेक्शंस. ओके, इम्यून सिस्टम कम हो जाता है डायबिटीज में. कीटोसिस, कीटोन्यूरिया वी ऑलरेडी नो, एक्सेस कीटोन बॉडी प्रोडक्शन होता है. कोलेस्टेरोलेमिया. ओके, हाइपरटेंशन. हाइपरटेंशन एक्चुअली हाइपरटेंशन कैसे होता है फ्रॉम डायबिटीज? दिस is known as metabolic syndrome and इसका research is still going on, but just know this, hypertension diabetes run side by side. patient अगर diabetic हो रहा है तो hypertension generally होने वाला है, तो you need to also be alert and regularly check BP and prescribe antihypertensive medication जब भी BP अगर ज्यादा आए तो. chronic complication मतलब बहुत दिन अगर untreated रहा तो क्या होगा? डेफिनेटली मायोकार्डियल इन्फार्क्शन, हाइपरकोलेस्टेरोलेमिया से ये होगा. माइक्रोएंजियोपैथी. ठीक है, क्योंकि न्यूराइटिस होता है. ठीक है, हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ द टर्म वासा नर्वोसम? आई थिंक यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड बाय नाउ. ठीक है, वासा वेसोरम इज द ब्लड वेसल दैट सप्लाइज द ब्लड वेसल्स. ठीक है, एंड वासा नर्वोसम इज द नर्व्स दैट सप्लाइज द ब्लड वेसल्स. ठीक है, तो वासा नर्वोसम भी गड़बड़ हो जाता है इन डायबिटीज. सो देयर इज माइक्रोएंजियोपैथी. आर्टरीज एंड एंड आर्टरीज में प्रॉब्लम होता है. इट इज व्हाई गैंग्रीन होता है. ठीक है, and I told you in diabetic retinopathy there is cataract. क्यों cataract होगा? Because sorbitol ज्यादा होगा. Sorbitol will accumulate in the lens. ठीक है, via the polyol pathway. lens में ज्यादा refractive index कम हो जाएगा. I mean refractive index will change and it will become opaque. So diabetic cataract, neuropathy, diabetic gangrene and diabetic retinopathy, that is renal failure, that is also due to formation of ग्लोमेरुलर नेफ्रोस्क्लेरोसिस. इन पैथोलॉजी में पढ़ाएंगे. लेकिन जस्ट नो दिस, देखो कितना सारा ऑर्गन अफेक्टेड हो रहा है. एक तो गैंग्रीन, पूरा आर्म्स सड़ जाएंगे. किडनी, सीकेडी और क्रॉनिक किडनी डिजीज, दिस इज द फर्स्ट वन जो अफेक्टेड होता है. आई, ठीक है, हार्ट, ब्रेन, सब कुछ गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यू डायग्नोज अ डायबिटिक पेशेंट एंड यू जुडिशियसली प्रेस्क्राइब हिम और हर मेडिसिन. किसी अगर ब्लड ग्लूकोज हाई है वो अगर बोल रहा है कि प्राणायाम करके, रामदेव करके, बाबा रामदेव ने अश्योर किया है ठीक हो जाएंगे, उनको डराओ कि नहीं होंगे. ऊपर जाके रामदेव को कोसोगे या नीचे जाके. ठीक है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ कितना ज्यादा पाप और पुण्य किए है. सो डायबिटिक पेशेंट नीड टू बी ट्रीटेड विथ मेडिसिन. ठीक है, एंड दैट इज नॉट पतंजलि, आई मीन एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन. सो देखो डायबिटिक कीटोएसिडोसिस क्या है? व्हेन देयर इज एक्सेस ब्लड ग्लूकोज, कीटोन बॉडी सिंथेसिस होता है एंड पेशेंट उसके साथ साथ लैक्टिक एसिडोसिस भी होता है. देखियो कीटोन बॉडीज आर एसिड्स. ठीक है, एसीटोन, एसिटो एसिटिक एसिड, बीटा हाइड्रोक्सी ब्यूटारिक एसिड, ठीक है, तो वो इट प्रोड्यूसेस अ कंडीशन ऑफ मेटाबॉलिक एसिडोसिस, दैट इज नोन एज डायबिटिक कीटो एसिडोसिस, ठीक है। Our thing to note is, can you test diabetic ketoacidosis in lab? Yes, we can test ketonuria. कैसे टेस्ट करेंगे? We already know, that is Rotheras test. So the one important information in this slide is, in diabetes what two tests will be positive? Number one, Benedict's test, क्योंकि blood glucose level is high, and number two, if the patient develops complication of diabetic ketoacidosis, तब रोथेरास टेस्ट भी उसके साथ पॉजिटिव आएगा, ठीक है। आई वोंट बी सेइंग एनीथिंग अबाउट HbA1c, ठीक है, HbA1c छोड़ी दो, वी ऑलरेडी नो द नॉर्मल लेवल इज लेस देन 5.7 एंड 120 डेज तक वी कैन मॉनिटर बिकॉज द लाइफ स्पैन ऑफ RBC, ठीक है। इट इज यूज्ड इन लॉन्ग टर्म कंट्रोल ऑफ ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल, okay. You know what is the importance of HbA1c? HbA1c की importance ये है कि acute factors से HbA1c कम नहीं होता है, okay. I already told you it affects the long term control of glucose, okay. And during complications, ठीक है, अगर मतलब लॉन्ग टर्म में पेशेंट का क्या कॉम्प्लिकेशन होगा, दैट इज उसके लिए HbA1c इज अ बेटर इंडेक्स। HbA1c अगर बहुत ज्यादा हाई हुआ तो पेशेंट को वार्न कर देंगे, आपका आंखों में प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, तो रेटिनोपैथी में भी there, and recent कोई भी changes से HbA1c is unaffected. So these are the short notes about HbA1c. If HbA1c comes as a short note, you please take a screenshot of this slide. You just write the normal value of HbA1c, how HbA1c forms, and ये चारों point एक बार you can mention. You already have discussed HbA1c ना detailed video, and this is the last slide of today, ठीक है। देखो, diet is the first important treatment of diabetes. ओके, वेट रिडक्शन टू अवॉइड शुगर एंड स्वीट, ये होता है फॉर प्री डायबिटिक ओनली, ओके। डाइट एंड एक्सरसाइज, ओके, आई विल गिव एक्सरसाइज आल्सो। ये डाइट एंड एक्सरसाइज, दिस वर्क्स इन प्री डायबिटिक ओनली। इन केस व्हेन अ पेशेंट बिकम्स डायबिटिक, मतलब 126 से ज्यादा या 200 से ज्यादा, वी मस्ट गिव एंटी डायबिटिक ड्रग्स, okay. So what are the anti-diabetic drugs? Okay, and ये should be tested, you know, cholesterol and blood glucose. So treatment of diabetes mellitus is mainly diet and exercise. Oral hypoglycemic agent means खाने वाला दवाई, बहुत सा डायबिटिक पेशेंट को देखेंगे वो दवाई खाते रहते हैं, ठीक है। एंड अगर इंजेक्टेबल देंगे तो इंसुलिन रिप्लेसमेंट थेरेपी, ओके। सो दीज आर द 3 मोडालिटीज ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट। ये इतने इजी नहीं है, इसमें भी देयर आर मल्टीपल सब क्लासेस, इसमें भी देयर आर मल्टीपल सब क्लासेस, लॉन्ग एक्टिंग, शॉर्ट एक्टिंग, इंटरमीडिएट एक्टिंग, ठीक है। उसके बाद व्हाट इज डॉन फेनोमेना, व्हाट इज सोमोगी फेनोमेना, यू नीड टू नो ऑल दिस, ठीक है। विल बी डिस्कसिंग देम इन अ सेपरेट वीडियो, आज नहीं, ठीक है। सो आवर ये अगर मान लो, दिस इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड, because when your patient, when a patient comes to a chamber of comes to your chamber, okay, and if you are suspecting either diabetes or diabetes दिख रहा है in blood glucose, ठीक है, so what are the tests that you additionally need to prescribe? आजकल ना एक डिक्टम है, your मम्मी पापा पेरेंट्स will say that आजकल के डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं ना तो हमेशा कुछ देखने से पहले they write 100 tests. Why? Because these are the guidelines. If you don't write these tests, your mom and dad will not save you. You will be dragged down into court. Why you did not prescribe these tests? Because it will save the patient. Monthly blood glucose, एक बार साल में lipid profile, that will include all this. Cholesterol, ये सारे देखने के लिए, ठीक है। किडनी बचाने के लिए माइक्रोअल्बुमिनिया once in a year, creatinine and HbA1c monthly. उसके साथ साथ रेटिनल एग्जामिनेशन, ऑप्थेल्मोस्कोप लेके आंखों का टेस्ट, दीज ऑल आर मैंडेटरी। ये अगर नहीं प्रेस्क्राइब करेंगे तो अल्टीमेटली पेशेंट विल एंड अप विद अ कॉम्प्लिकेशन एंड यू विल एंड अप इन कोर्ट, ठीक है। सो आई विल एंड टुडेज क्लास ओवर हियर। प्लीज गो थ्रू योर टेक्स्ट बुक. आई होप यू हैव ऑलरेडी नोटेड व्हाट आई told in the slide, mainly the blood glucose regulation, the normal values of blood glucose, that is more important, along with that the symptoms of blood glucose, and a brief word about how Rothera's test is positive, and then the symptoms and treatment of diabetes. Okay, our next topic will be glucose tolerance test, and that will be done in the next class. So I thank you all. And this may not be asked in exam, but this I am telling you as a tip for your future practice in your chamber or whoever you treat, even for your own monitoring. Okay, anyway, feel free to get back to me with any query, and I will see you soon in the next class on glucose tolerance test. Till then, bye and take care.